Welcome back to another edition of the Talking Hedge. I'm Josh Kincaid. But Oregon is producing twice as much cannabis as people are using, according to a new study from the Oregon Liquor Control Commission. Oregon has been overproducing cannabis for a while, leaving more than 6 years' worth of supply sitting on the shelves and at farms. The oversupply of cannabis has driven down prices. Since recreational cannabis was legalized 3 years ago, prices have dropped from $10 a gram to less than $5 a gram retail. That may be good for consumers, but they worry about weak regulations plus a massive oversupply that'll fuel the black market. And some local news in Washington, the lack of cannabis tracking data sparks confusion and missed business opportunities. Comprehensive price and sales data and incorrect figures about marijuana commerce have sowed confusion among cannabis businesses in Washington state since regulators rolled out a new traceability system more than a year ago. Cannabis analytics companies that have long relied on the data have watched their revenue shrink. Also, the lack of market transparency has put a damper on investments by marijuana entrepreneurs. Industry officials said that the situation will improve in coming months as Washington State's new traceability system, operated by Denver-based Marijuana Freeway, MJ Freeway, gets fully up to speed. An MJ Freeway spokesperson said once the system is fully implemented, more data will be made available. In the meantime, these issues have surfaced. There's a detailed sales transaction, such as the price program of flower sales and how much retailers are paying for the product, have been unavailable. Some blame the state's implementation of its new marijuana traceability system, saying it's unable to perform key functions. The lack of data has made it hard for cannabis companies to make informed decisions, according to industry watchers. For example, growers previously used the data to help price their wholesale flower, and retailers use it to find deals on used products. Analytics companies are losing sales because they've relied on the data to advise company clients. Jim McCrae, owner of cannabis-focused business intelligence Straight Firm Analytics in Seattle, said that 60% of his consulting fees were tied into the state's traceability data. A core part of his services was informing clients which Washington state retailer was paying the most for a given product and who was paying the least. That's just gone away, he said. I really feel a sense of loss. Another issue involves the fact that the state provided monthly sales reports, which have resulted in wildly incorrect figures, according to industry watchers. For example, in June of 2018, one Seattle-based producer-processor, Prohibition Gold, was shown to have tallied $8.6 million in sales. By contrast, the months before and after, the company averaged $70,000 to $100,000 in sales. We would have loved to make $8.5 million in June, but that certainly didn't happen, said Greg Walters, the company's managing partner. From a historical perspective, the Florida-based BioTrack THC was given the seed-to-sale traceability system provider from the start of the state's legal recreational cannabis program in 2014 until October 31st of 2017. During that period, the state provided a monthly sales dump of cannabis business transactions throughout the supply chain. So the information include the weight and dollar amount of each sale from a grower to an oil producer, detailed amount of each retail transaction, plant count from suppliers, quality assurance and potency results. David Busby, CEO of Seattle-based data software company WeedTracker, said he was paid a consultancy fee several times to evaluate the previous traceability data and determine that the viability of a deal for a client. Another group that is disserviced by the lack of data here is all of the people who want to make investments into the industry, Busby said, and people who want to continue their investments. One potential investor showed interest in setting up a cannabis transport business, but eventually balked. Among other things, the investor cited the lack of detailed 2018 business data, according to Busby. But the data stopped coming as of November 1st, 2017. Since then, the Washington State Liquor and Cannabis Board has provided only total sales figures, which the businesses and the sales offer to the state. And with that, we're going to roll this one up. I'm Josh Kincaid. This is the Talking Hedge, and I'm out.